What's up, fam, and welcome back. This video is for you. Yes, you. The ones who message me and tell me that you have trouble getting up and getting started decluttering. So today is all about getting you up, getting you moving. I want you to declutter along with me, and I want to encourage you by showing you that how living a minimalist lifestyle means that I can declutter my entire home in 30 minutes, 5 minutes in each room. But before we get started, just in case you're feeling skeptical about whether or not you can do this and what you can accomplish, I want to show you a real before and after series of pictures sent to me by a follower, codename Miss Squeeze. And she messaged me last week to share these pictures, and I just had to ask her permission to share them with you. Here's what she said. So Miss Squeeze told me that she participated in the Frugal February challenge that we ran on this channel, and she did way better than expected. So that gave her the motivation to tackle her living room. And when she sent me the before and after pictures, my jaw was literally on the floor. I showed my husband the pictures and he was like, "Is that even the same house?" And do you know what I love most about her pictures is that her personality is still shining through. When I look at her pictures, I see someone who loves color, I see someone who is creative and has a green thumb, and I see someone who overcame the overwhelming feelings to conquer the clutter in her home. I don't know if you guys caught it in the message before, but Miss Squeeze says that she is turning 70 years young this month. So I think she deserves a big round of applause from us. If you can, please go and drop a clapping emoji down in the comment section to show her some support and show yourself support, because I want you to believe in yourself just as much. If she could do it, if I could do it, you can do it too. So I hope you're ready to get some stuff done today. Let's dive in. Before we get started, let's take a second to run through some of the rules and tips and strategies that I'm using to declutter the house this session, because I'm doing things a little bit differently today. Today, I'm going to tackle 6 rooms, and I'm going to give myself only 5 minutes in each room. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, I'm going to grab as much stuff as I can and just pile it up in the middle of the room afterward. And normally when we do a decluttering session, I tell you to have boxes or bins labeled donate, sell, rehome, trash, recycle, etc. But today I'm only going to throw it all in one box. And I'm either going to give it away or it's going to be trashed. In case you're new around here and you don't know, we live in Germany, and the refugees from Ukraine have been pouring into our city, and I've been seeing a lot of requests for donations and items that they need, especially like clothing and supplies and kids' toys. If it can't go to donation, that means it's probably just trash. The declutter zones we are working today are the entryway, my office, the living room / dining room, the kitchen, our master bathroom, and the kids' room. We are not cleaning, we are not organizing, we are not tidying up, we are only focused on the clutter. Keep your clutter blinders on. Let's head to the entryway. So heading to my entryway, taking a look around, it seems like it's pretty decently clean, but there's definitely some things lying around that could be gotten rid of. I like to start in the entryway when I'm doing a larger declutter, because in Chinese feng shui, as they say, the entryway is like the mouth to your home, and it's the first thing that people see when they enter. So keeping your entryway clean and tidy is a good way to start just the energy off in your home right, and it feeds into the rest of your home. So let's set the timer for 5 minutes and we're gonna get started tidying up the entryway. I know right off the bat I have some shoes that we ordered, new shoes for my little son, and so the old shoes need to be gotten rid of. I'm not sure about these over here, so I've got to check with my husband.
My words may fail me when I try to speak. You know the feeling. Well, join the club. Just keep on running. Don't you ever give up. All we are is delicate people. Handle me with compassion and care. Yes, we all are delicate people.
I totally forgot to get a box to put all this stuff in, so I paused it, and I'm gonna go run and get the laundry basket that I was intending to use. I will be right back. Ooh, I totally got through everything with time to spare. Oh yeah, that is what I like to see. Okay, so now what I want to do for you is sit down and go through some of the stuff that I decluttered, because I know that a lot of you guys said that helps you out. I just want to point out, like this is just an easy fix. All I need to do is sew this back to the top of my son's hat, and it'll still be good for another couple of years. So that's something that I do very often, is simple mending. It's a great skill for a minimalist to have. Okay, so sitting down here on the floor, I wanted to show you the stuff that I'm getting rid of and the rationale behind why. So for example, like these are some bicycling safety things that we had bought for the boys. We bought helmets, we bought these safety items, but we found that we don't really use the knee pads and the elbow pads. The only thing that they like and that I'm keeping are the hand guards. They don't use them to actually bicycle or scoot around. They just use them to pretend like ninjas. But they like these, but they don't use these. So it's okay to keep an accessory or a piece of a set and get rid of other pieces that aren't useful to you. So keeping these, but getting rid of the knee pads and the elbow pads. And this is the little net that those things came in. So we don't need this. This hat has been outgrown, unfortunately. So this will be given away. This is a broken piece of the bicycle that came off. This is a jacket that has been outgrown. You'll notice that we had like a lot of trash, like just some trash piled up in the entryway. And then these shoes that all need to be gotten rid of, my husband gave those to me. And then we had gotten new shoes for the boys. I still had this box in the front from the shoe purchase. I am getting rid of these shoes finally. I think I did a video like 2 years ago where I was wearing those shoes, and I've still been wearing them to work out and walk for like 2 years. But I think it's time for a new pair of tennis shoes because, I mean, look at the holes in this. As far as these face masks, we had got these during the first outbreak, and now it's no longer allowed to wear cloth face masks. So these can be gotten rid of. I don't even know if anyone wants these because these aren't regulation in Germany anymore, but I guess I can try and see, who knows. And I don't know if you noticed that we have like a little towel back here in the window, but what we do is we use to put that at the bottom of our door, because in the winter, our 100-year-old home has a lot of airflow and it's really bad for energy costs. And a lot of cold air gets in and it's harder to keep our home warm. And then also smells can get in really easily too. So like we had a neighbor that was sanding their floors and the sawdust was so thick, even though they were several floors away. So if you guys have any tips on like something that looks better than a crappy old towel to put underneath our doorway, please tell me. We want something that is washable, hopefully, but that still blocks the airflow. Okay fam, so now we are in my office and it looks pretty clean and tidy, but I bet that there's some clutter lurking inside of my office desk and my little side cart that I use for storage, and possibly the bookshelf too. So I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes and let's see what we can find. Let's go. I'm trying to like hold it and declutter too. Okay, so this we can declutter, this we can declutter. Anything else in here? Ooh, trash. We're not gonna clean. We're just gonna ignore my messy stuff.
There's something in the
clock is ticking. This is an appointment that I put up here. We can get rid of this. This is good. Let's look in here. Oh, I haven't talked about this yet. Well, we gotta pull this out, guys. Oh, just wait until you see all the treasures in here.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb.
So we successfully cleaned out the to deal with paper tray that had gotten a little bit full here. We can put that back. And we still have a little bit of time left, so let's see what else we can go for.
Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way.
All I found was a calculator that was out of place. That's a keeper. And a necklace that I can, oh, that's time. Okay, so obviously you can see that what we have here is a big pile of papers that was inside of my to deal with area. And I can now get rid of these, trash them, shred them, just stuff like my no spend challenge and some other stuff that my kids had had. And then this, oop, it's stuck. This is actually a broken piece from my old tripod. I had to get a new tripod, which you can see over there. So that's the new one. I don't know why I kept this old broken piece, I guess just to make sure, but I don't need this, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And actually this is a keep. This is some extra buttons for my new coat. I am going to put this inside of my Naruto lunchbox because my Naruto lunchbox is where I keep my craft supplies and other things. All right, so this is what we have so far, and I'm gonna go through and explain this a little bit. Oh, there's my husband.
All right,
Oh, you're looking dressed up,
have a meeting.
Oh.
Quite a lot you got here, huh?
right?
Yeah.
And I've only done the entryway and my office so far, and this is also, you know, paperwork and stuff that was hiding
Yeah.
in there.
Oh yeah.
And the shoes I left in the front because they're dirty. Anything else to add? All right, I'm gonna explain this stuff while we're getting rid of this. Do you have to like sit there and watch me? I feel so silly. What? My jaw just popped. I totally lost my train of thought. First of all, this was in the front room. This is a piece of a coat that Didi outgrew. So we're gonna donate that. I also got a really nice necklace. It was actually expensive for costume jewelry, but I just find that I don't wear this anymore. I do have some other statement necklace pieces that I do love, but I can get rid of this. This thing is what I like to call my clutter bucket, okay? So since Christmas, anytime I have ran into something that I feel like it's just laying around and I wanted to declutter it, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna put it in a clutter bucket and I'm gonna save it for a video later. So this is, since Christmas, the stuff that's been laying around and accumulated around our house. Like you can see, this is the plastic tube that Didi's deep sea creatures that I talked about that he got for Christmas came in. This needs to be recycled. I hear you guys talk about how much stuff that people get when they have kids flowing into their home, like plastic stuff, arts and crafts, toys, etc. You know, so I definitely do have some of those, and we are going to be getting rid of those as well. Like this was from a school birthday party. This is a notebook that we totally filled up, and now that we need to recycle. You know, just like tons of trash. Hey, what did you say?
I think the necklace, I think my younger sister would like it.
Oh, okay. You think that she would like this? I think this definitely could be her style. So then we should give this to her and see if she likes it then, yeah? Okay, that's even better. If we can give it to someone that will love it directly. Cool. Good plan. Thanks for cheering me on. So we have more crafts. This sweater has a hole in it. So much trash. Extra water bottles that we have way too many of. And it broke, so we need to get rid of that. This is a CD, a music CD that they got with a book that they said they don't like. It's baby songs. Get rid of that. More trash. Jacket that has been outgrown. This is a bag that my son used to carry his swim stuff in and it got a hole in it. No longer useful, that's trash. This fell off of one of my son's shirts. I just cleaned up the shirt, but this is a piece of that. That's trash.
Instruction manual trash. Goggles that broke.
Okay, so these things, this is funny. Oh great, the bobby pin stuck to a magnet. Awesome. These are the iPad cases that case our iPads, and we got one for ourselves originally, and then we also got one for my in-laws. So these are 4th generation iPads and iPad covers, and because phones have come so far, my in-laws now have phones that can do everything, so they don't need the iPad anymore. So they actually gave the iPad back to us, and it's kind of falling apart. And then you can see mine has totally fallen apart because I have a bad fidgeting habit. So this is what mine looks like. So you can see just like a lot of trash that needs to be gotten rid of. I highly recommend having something like this, a clutter bucket in your house, maybe at the bottom of a staircase or in a closet somewhere where there's like a lot of foot traffic through your home, where if you see stuff lying around and you know nobody wants it anymore and you don't have time to do a full declutter, just pick it up and throw it in the bucket and you can come back to it later.
Oh, this is a beautiful necklace. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's not my style anymore, but I think your sister will like it.
Oh, she would love it, I think.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's in a mint condition.
Yeah, totally perfect condition. You
Awesome.
want to take it over there today?
Yeah.
All right, so far this is where we are at for the entryway and office, and the shoes are still out in the other room. And now we're gonna head to the living room, dining room. So now we are in our open concept dining room, living room area, and I'm not gonna worry about the toys that are over here. These are our dear friends that my sons have just happened to leave out after they headed to school in the morning, and I'm not worried about going through. I think that the only place that clutter is probably hiding is inside here, because on one side we have our board games, and on the other side we have art stuff. So let's go through there. Can you hear that squeaky floor? Oh yeah, that's what 100 years old sounds like. One helpful tip that I have for you is storing things vertically whenever possible, like in our craft and art supplies drawer. Keeping the items stored vertically helps us find things easier. I use this trick a lot. I actually had too much time in this room, guys. 15 seconds left. All I had was some paperwork that needs to be thrown away.
3, 2, 1.
I almost forgot to say this, but you guys have been asking me for a minimalist wardrobe update. So I'm actually not doing our master bedroom and my wardrobe today, my clothing. I'm gonna do an entire video on that later because I have a lot of stuff to update you on, including what happened to the famous bird dress. So if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you go down and hit the little red subscribe button and turn on the bell to enable notifications so that you don't miss that video when it drops later this month or next month, not quite sure. All right, so here we are now in my kitchen, and I spend a lot of time in my kitchen cooking and cleaning and making meals for my family. The kitchen to me is really like the heart of my home, and so it's important to me that it stays tidy and clutter-free and that I can find and get out everything that I need easily to run this busy family. So we're gonna start over here in our little IKEA Billy bookshelf that we converted into a utility cabinet, and I'm gonna see what I can grab out of here. Let's start the timer. Actually, hold on a second on the timer because I literally have no clue why would my husband keep this? Why wouldn't anyone keep this? We gotta go ask him about this. Hey, I have a question for you. What is this thing and do we need it?
That's the bottle cap of my Hennessy bottle.
Okay, so...
It broke, you can throw it away.
Okay, why did we keep it in the first place?
I don't know, it looks really nice.
I'm gonna get rid of it. Thanks. So literally a bottle cap, guys. So this, we don't need to keep this.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane. As the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb.
Gonna move this over here. Still have a little bit of time. Let's try to go through the tea. So we had gotten some tea, but like this tea is gross. This tea is gross. I had to buy it because it says Zen, right? But it's not good, so I can give these away. I still have a minute left, so I'm gonna hurry up and switch out the teas really quick before the timer goes off.
As we go.
I'm running out of time. 5 seconds. Made it. We have our tea drawer nicely arranged, and I can get rid of this. Okay, so let's go through some of the things that we have here that I am decluttering. Well, first of all, we have the box of the Hennessy XO and the lid, which I have absolutely no clue why my husband felt compelled to just keep the broken top of this, but he said that I can get rid of the box and the lid. I think it looks much better with just the bottle in there anyway. It's kind of pretty. I like it. I don't drink that. Do you guys? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm not a fan. And then here, these are some plastic spoons that we got from IKEA when we moved here, because here in Germany, when kids have like parties at school and stuff, they have to bring plates, their own plates and whatnot. And we have these plates that we use a lot and we get a lot of use of, but if I was going to send them, I would send them with like actual silverware cutlery. We have literally never used these spoons a single time since we got them like 2 years ago. So I think that someone else could benefit from these more than we could. And then empty spice jars. Who else is guilty of this? Empty spice jars and thinking like, oh, maybe I'll transfer another spice to that. Or like this one, maybe I'll make a pretty craft out of it because this bottle is really cool. And I actually did use this bottle for a craft with my vision board, and I have used one of them, but this has been empty and sitting there for like a couple months now, and I've never found something else to do with it. So I'm gonna clean this out and recycle it. Recently, my sons had been getting the little cough from school, and we were using cough medicine. And then after we finished each bottle of cough medicine, we were just putting away the lids and keeping them. And we don't need like 4 lids. We only need 1. So I'm just keeping this 1 lid, and we can get rid of these other ones because who needs this mini medicine lids? And then these, this box, these are like, hold on. These are just extra glasses that my sister-in-law gave us because she has a restaurant, and she had given us other larger glasses that have like the shrimp on the outside, which we use a lot. And we found that we don't really need these smaller glasses. So I'm gonna take the time to finally get rid of them and pass them on to someone else. So I thought that I would just mention these bags of rice here. You can see that they are like enormous bags of rice. And the reason that we get so much rice at a time is because we are now a car-free family. And so these bags are like huge. This is each bag 20 kilograms of rice. So because we don't have a car, it would be really hard for us to carry it ourselves. So what we do is when my sister-in-law goes to the store for her restaurant, we have her pick up some bags of rice for us, and then we give her the money. So she brings us like 3 bags at a time so that we can do it as little as possible because obviously we have the space for it. And rice is something that we eat a lot of in this family. All right, guys, here we are in my bathroom where we do bathroom things, very important things, essential. I know that I'm gonna get comments about the echo in my bathroom, and I know there's an echo. I'm sorry. I have to say everything in here looks pretty clean and tidy already. And I would just like to point out that my husband finally did open his foot file that was unopened in several of the previous bathroom declutters. So good for you, Mr. Zen. So if we have any clutter, I'm suspecting that it's probably inside the drawers. Or that chick has it. All right, let's start the timer. Okay, so looking in here, I know that I don't use this bun. My hair was just too fine and slippery to be able to use this, and my hair is no longer long, so I can get rid of that. And then let's see what else in here. Oh, this is from some eye drops that I got when I went because I was like, my eyes are dry, and the doctor was like, well, yeah, you're old, so here, use these drops. And it has gotten better, so, but these are now totally used up. And these are an old prescription of my contact lenses, so I no longer need these. These are like way, way too old. And I think that's it from that side. Here's some makeup that I'm gonna get rid of. This one and this one, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. And I don't think there's anything else in here. Those are all of my new contact lenses, and I like to have extras of pads just in case. Sorry if there's any guys watching this, because sometimes you just forget and you run out, and then that sucks. Okay, so what I wanted to point out with these makeup palettes is that this is something that I got when we first moved here. I don't really wear eyeshadow, but I use the eyeshadow to fill in my eyebrows. So you can see that everything is still completely intact, except this one space is empty because that's the color that I use for my eyebrows. So when I ran out of that one color, I was able to find a smaller palette that's like specifically for eyebrows. And I'm still only going to be using one color, but at least I'm not, you know, wasting so much. And then I ran out of my translucent powder from Revlon, and I ordered another palette that's actually got a little bit of color because I couldn't find the translucent here. It's a hit or miss in Germany trying to find American brands, and I hadn't found anything else I liked as much. So this is replacing this. And so that's all that we are decluttering in the bathroom. Oh, and by the way, you guys have asked me if I fly first class because I have this United first class bag. The answer is no. I am not posh enough to fly first class. This was actually gifted to me by a friend who is high up in United Airlines. And so since she gave me this, I've always used it to store my makeup. So it has everything that I need for my daily use. And then if we ever do travel, all I have to do is literally grab this and I'm good to go. By the way, you can find amenity kits like this on eBay. People sell them brand new. So if you like this idea, you could definitely find some on eBay or ask a friend who travels a lot and you can do this yourself. Or if you travel a lot yourself, you can also sell these to make extra cash. All right, guys, here we are for the last zone, which is my kids' bedroom. And as you can tell, I have not cleaned at all, but that's okay. Today is not a cleaning day. Today is just a decluttering day. And so I am not going to be touching their toys whatsoever. I'm not going to do that without them. I am going to focus on the clothing that is in this dresser.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
I paused it to move the camera and I only have 2 minutes and 16 seconds to get through Big Brother's clothing. I don't know if I can do this. Decluttering kids' clothing fast is a little bit harder than I realized because sometimes I have to hold stuff up and like look at it to gauge the size, and it just takes a little bit more time to make decisions. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this in 5 minutes, but I'm gonna do my best. I have just over 2 minutes to get through Big Brother stuff.
Weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call.
I did it. I did it. How much time do I have? I did it with 48 seconds left. Booyah! God, I forgot to start the timer after I moved the camera.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So kids' clothing took a lot longer than I thought it was going to because I needed to make the decisions about who was going to still fit or not fit into what. But I was able to get a decent pile of clothes, especially this shirt. I feel a little sentimental about it because it's such a cute shirt, and this is the shirt that both of my boys wore in their first grade pictures, and it's just nostalgic memories attached to this shirt, but it's still in great condition. I know this is gonna go on to someone else who's gonna really love and appreciate and look adorable in it. So we are ready to say goodbye to this shirt. And there you have it. You can see all of the stuff that I've piled up, ready to be given away or trashed. Oh, I did forget one thing. I just realized that there is one thing left that is downstairs in the Silence of the Lambs basement storage that we have, but my husband left and he took his keys to go to my in-laws' house, so I have to wait until he gets back home. But my boys have already said that they wanted to donate their little scooter to some of the refugees because Didi has outgrown it and he just got a new bicycle for his birthday. He's turning 7 this month, guys. Didi, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, you got your bicycle for your birthday, right? Okay. So you see this scooter over here?
Yeah,
Not this one,
the
not
old
this one.
scooter.
This baby scooter.
Yeah.
Are you okay donating that to kids who need it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, wonderful. I hope that you enjoyed this Declutter With Me video. I hope that you were able to get a lot done as we decluttered together, and you are able to stay motivated and keep decluttering until you get to that sweet spot where it is the perfect level and so easy for you to maintain, just like our home is for me now. Okay? If you did enjoy this video, I would love it if you would give it a like. Maybe consider subscribing to join our minimalist family if you haven't already. And I will see you again next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.